One of the most must-see TV. Wait, no, that's not it.
That's not it. This is Gifted TV. No?
No, I don't think that's it either.
Gifted Talkie.
Talkies.
TV?
Welcome to the Talkies.
Gifted Talkies.
Gifted Talkies.
Gifted Talkers?
Oh, wait a minute. It's on my shirt.
I can't read. Gifted Talkers.
There you go. What's up? It's back. It's me. I got Matt back by my side.
It's reversed over there. I hope people don't see it like that.
No, it actually comes out just fine.
Does?
Yeah,
okay.
so we just said that.
We're looking at ourselves as we do this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to peel back that fourth wall there for a second. Going to take that sledgehammer to it.
Oh, what's up, guys? It's your boy, the ETCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Of the world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
B to the C, Jersey Jackass. Hit me up on all social media at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. And back again with me is the one and only Quad X.
That's right. I'm really thrown off by that introduction because I'm not quite sure if you are the champion of the county or of the city. I can't quite... Or the world. Is it the world or is it...
Well, it said, the world, not just the city, but the world.
You didn't say it.
Well, that's because I plugged in the clip of Ice Cube doing it.
Oh, that's right. You do that. I forget about that. My bad. It's been a couple weeks.
It has.
My bad.
It has been.
I mean, we had the World Series. I couldn't make it before that.
That 18-inning game.
I can't. No. We'll never watch that game. I would never watch it. Like, if it was the Astros, okay. But like, 7 hours?
Oh.
Why? At that, like, baseball's got a huge problem. Like, 18 innings should never happen. A 7-hour game is ridiculous.
Well, how else would you do
baseball?
Yeah,
I don't know. Put them at the 25-yard line and have them all try to score, and then if they don't get it, then they all go for two.
That's not how that works.
I like it. Seems good. They don't throw a football, instead they throw a baseball. It's even harder.
Well, I really enjoyed that game. I'm not even a baseball fan.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you got a Dodgers hat.
Aw, you poser.
I actually bought that in New York.
You're wearing a Yankees hat.
I bought this when I bought this hat.
Why? Why would you buy a Dodgers hat?
Oh, I like the Dodgers hat. It's a good looking hat.
It's just the hat? It has nothing to do with the team?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, you know me, I'm not much of a baseball fan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome to Baseball Talkers.
Clearly, this is a great show where we recap everything baseball. Hot stove, guys, hot stove.
Hot stove. So anyway, we're gonna get into this week's episode. I really enjoyed it. You had a hard time getting through it. It's been a lot of timing issues for you. So you're having to watch.
Yeah. So I think everybody knows that I teach kids how to speak English in the morning. So
trying to teach me too.
I do actually, and it's very hard. It's very hard. Every time I look at your tweets, I want to just reply of we are, you are, not you is, we is, every freaking time.
I don't learn so well.
Anyway, so. I had a break in between classes, and so this is whatever I was able to watch, half of it, and then Sling was being a little a-hole, so then I decided that after my last class, I was like, alright, going into the living room watching it on Hulu, so...
There you go.
There you go. It was a good episode. It was a good one. I like that in the previous episode, we got to see, you got to see that Resolute, that you've been looking for with Andy, where he was like, this is me. I made this choice. I'm not going to go back on it. I don't care what you say. I love that.
My top 5 that week.
Yeah.
That was one of my top 5.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Because
was awesome.
when they finally did that show off and dude, he took out Lauren. I was like, damn.
He did. That was a sure sign of I don't care. I am done with you.
Yeah.
That was hell yes. I was so in for that. So that was a great one. And then I like that we're seeing the aftermath of what happened at the mental hospital with Rachel and Acid Dude, and then all the people that were going to go join the Morlocks. So it was a good episode, and I like that Andy got a bae. Got a bae, bro.
He got himself a little girlfriend.
And you know what?
She's crazy as hell.
His bae is better than Epsom. You know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, much better.
Way better power.
Way
better personality. I was like, hell yeah, you go for it, Andy.
Something I picked up in this episode that I didn't notice. I don't know if I knew before. Did we never called Blink Blink?
I thought we had.
I thought we had too.
Yeah, because like whenever the Morlock guy's talking about how he's like, you know, your name is like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He's like Clarice, and he's like, no, like you know, it's a human name. And I'm like, are we getting to the point where she's gonna make her own name? Because I thought it was Blink.
I thought it was too. I thought maybe we just assumed it.
Maybe.
Because the way she said it, he's like Blink. Yeah, that's good. I'm like, wait a minute. Did we not already know she was Blink?
I mean, you watched all of the first episode, all the first season before we got to this, so it makes me wonder.
I don't remember. When that is I come out, I'm like, I don't think we have ever called her Blink on the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which really threw me off.
That does throw me off too, because it's very funny because you know even whenever you were at New York Comic Con, you said Blink.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, it's like a known thing. Like it's just fascinating that you know I guess maybe they hadn't introduced it, but we all already knew. But yeah, that was I like that we were right that basically she's joining them essentially, even though I guess she doesn't have to get the mark
because she has her own.
Because she has her own mark.
She already looks.
That's right. That's right.
But we'll get into that. All right, let's start off with we have a flashback here in D-Town, Dallas, Texas. And
it wasn't Dallas, wasn't it?
Yes.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I do love that the world that the X-Men are in, the mutants are in, is such a united world with the exception of the X-Men. I love that. Like there's no the only racial stuff is against mutants. Yeah. Nothing else matters. Yeah. I do like that, but it is so on the nose of what is going on in the world today.
It is
that flashback.
It's more than just that though. Like I started thinking about it like midway through the episode. Whenever they referenced what was it, the 714 whatever it's called, 715. Whenever it was just like you know they're talking about you know the events that happened on 715, and it started dawning on me that this whole thing is very 9/11-esque.
Oh.
Very 9/11-esque in the persecution of Muslims.
Yeah.
Because after that happened, everybody was like, Muslims are the enemy. It doesn't matter if you were local or domestic, you know, or if you're like international. And then everybody was like, well, you know what happened after the event of 9/11. Oh, well, you know what happened at the event of 7/15. Yeah. So it's very similar the way that they keep going back to that, and they kind of portray mutants as kind of as Muslims in a way, and all of that backlash that happened. So
yeah, I agree. Yeah, it is interesting how the X-Men have always done such a good job of really portraying that issue, that part of humanity.
Yeah, they've always had a real good connection with the pulse of society. You know, whatever the mutants are, that is whoever is persecuted at that time by society. So, you know, whether it is African Americans, whether it's Muslims, whatever, they represent everyone who is being persecuted at that time.
So back in present day, we're showing up at the hospital. We're bringing in Lauren. Lauren's actually fine. It's just a mild concussion. I was like, well, that's anticlimactic after all that.
Yeah, but like, if Andy pulled back a little bit because that was his sister, okay, it kind of makes sense.
But I mean, like they made it seem at the end of the last episode that she was out. It was bad. Like this is not good. And then like, you what is today? It's Tuesday. You good? Oh, it's just a mild concussion. She's fine. I'm like, oh,
look,
all right.
Mild or not, she's in concussion protocol, and she cannot be on that field for at least another week.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. We jump over Acid Skin dude, who I thought was just his blood that was acid.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But apparently it's his skin.
Well, I don't know if it was his skin or maybe it was like the sweat, like whatever, anything that comes out of him, like liquid wise, was acid. Because that dude was sweating like crazy.
I want to know how many telescopes they had to go through. Not telescopes, but
stethoscopes.
They had to go through because they kept putting. You keep hearing that it's burning the thing. Yeah. They keep using it.
I like that. I did like that.
Yeah, that was a good little touch.
Which, by the way, I've been studying. I've been, really doing well on my medical studies after the jaundice incident. But anyway, I liked that they kept going back to that, and they kept really just pushing it forward that this guy, you cannot touch him because you will burn.
Yeah.
And I like even
Thunderbird.
too. Yeah, right? Well, I like how they even jam that thing into his chest and it's like steam's coming out. I'm like, God, that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool effects there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jace is getting texts from the purifiers that are so KKK.
Oh, absolutely KKK. And that's actually what made me think about the whole
with other
9/11
racists
thing.
and everything in it. It's so it's interesting how they do it. Except like you see in the background how there are other races and stuff in the purifiers.
Yeah.
Except the main ones of here that actually speak are you are the most KKK looking people.
Oh yeah, dude! They are just a red dragon away from being straight up KKK.
Yeah.
I really am excited for the next episode whenever they eventually introduce I'm the blue dragon of the purifiers, and you're just come on. But yeah, I think I kind of felt foolish, to be honest, watching that and seeing Jace, or whatever his name is. Jace, right?
Yes.
Turner. Let's just call him Turner.
Yeah.
Turner talked to them. I felt foolish because we were talking about the season before it happened, and we were like, oh, well, what's Turner do? What's Turner going to do? Oh, he's going to make his own little special forces. And then it's now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I feel dumb for not thinking that he was going to join the Purifiers. Because that just feels like the natural step.
Yeah, but the Purifiers weren't a big thing in episode 1.
Right.
It was only one episode.
But they were introducing them. There was a reason why they introduced
them. I figured the Purifiers were only introduced for that one episode. I didn't think it was going to be a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
And so now to see that they are going to be reoccurring this season, I was like, okay.
I just felt like if you're going to talk about it, you're going to talk a little bit more about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, whenever they introduced the Purifiers in Season 1, I was like, okay, maybe this is kind of a thing for, later. Didn't even dawn on me that he would join that and make them actually a relevant part of of the season. So, this was fascinating. He is getting his army.
Yeah.
We were right about that.
Yeah.
But we didn't expect it to be the Purifiers, and you're right, it's so KKK.
Meanwhile, we're trying to figure out what to do with all the mutants. That we got to get them somewhere. And Blink and Eclipse decide, hey, maybe we take them down to the Morlocks. So they're going to head down there and deal with them. And then we jump over, before that happens, and the Inner Circle is trying to figure out what's up with Rebecca.
Is it Rebecca or Rachel?
Rebecca.
Oh my god, I was calling her Rachel.
And it eventually apparently her name is also Inside Out.
Oh, well, that's a little on the nose.
Well, yeah, she turns things inside out. So
yeah.
What else would you go? A reverser?
Yeah, I'd go with reversal. Reversa. I like Reversa.
That is not bad. That's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah. Inside Out, I'm like, oh, well, are we gonna tear up later? Are we gonna lose our best friend? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
we're gonna go through adolescence. I don't know what's happening.
God, and so I wasn't even making that connection. Then you said that. Oh, I cried in that movie.
I know you did. That's what I'm saying. It's a little weird of a name. Reversa. Yeah. So Reversa, because Rebecca, Reversa, very similar, and I like it.
So, well, she is, kind of having some shock, and she's hard time. No one's getting in. They're treating her like a weapon, not like a person. Until Andy comes in, scoops her up. He's like, "Let's go on a little bit of a date."
Yeah,
nice little date.
He gave her the date. Gave her a date.
It was weird because when he's throwing the ball and she first uses it, I thought she blew things up.
Oh, did you?
Because that's what happened the first time.
No, he did it. He blew it up the first time.
Oh, he did.
He was showing his powers to her.
Okay, so that's why he has multiple.
Apparently, he just keeps that tube of tennis balls around him all the time.
Because he's just pull another one.
Boom, boom, boom.
I thought she did it.
No.
Because she was like, "Stop that noise."
No.
That's what I figured it was.
Yeah. So look at this. I can do this, and then he's doing it more, and then she's like, whoop, and then inside out.
And Pac-Man's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. I did, and so she finally starts talking a little bit. We get a little bit with her, and him and Andy. And they go out on their little date, And I'm like, oh, look at this. Andy got himself a girlfriend.
He did.
This is cute.
Yeah.
This is nice. She starts opening up a little bit. Turns out she's a little bit crazy.
What do you mean she's crazy?
Right off the bat, she's just like, yo, let's destroy this cop car.
No, look. I took it as she was in this mental hospital for over a year.
So she's crazy.
She just wants to go out and have fun, play with her powers, that sort of thing. It has nothing to do with mental stability. They're teenagers.
And then she's like, hey.
They're teenagers.
Hey, blow that cop car up.
Teenagers do stupid crap.
I remember when I was a teenager and I blew up a cop car.
If you had powers and you were a teenager, you would blow up a cop car.
That's completely different.
How?
Because I would totally be a supervillain and crazy.
Yeah.
Keyword, crazy.
Nah, no supervillains think they're crazy.
I'm not saying she thinks she's crazy. I'm just saying she's crazy.
She's not crazy.
I
think she's a teenager in adolescence dealing with like the emotions of being out for the first time in over a year and a half. She wants to flex her powers and just have fun. Like every girl just wants to go out have fun. Have you not heard Cyndi Lauper?
I just think she a cray-cray white girl. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, this chick is cray-cray. I'm just saying.
I don't. I think your emotions are valid. Versa.
Meanwhile, Thunderbird and Caitlin are trying to deal with Acid. Acid homie.
Bro. Thunderbird is losing his mind.
He is. He's going nuts. I do too.
Because we were talking about this. We talked about how we were going to see cracks form in Thunderblink. And with Blink going the path of the Morlocks and Thunderbird just going straight up like PTSD crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where it is. Yeah. Right there. And so this dude is not handling anything well after last season. And I like how they've built it up as he failed.
Yeah.
And he cannot deal with failure anymore.
Yeah. And so they're trying to save Acid Homie.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the Purifiers are wanting to go start a war.
Right.
Which Turner's like, no. Let's go find some of these escaped inmates, and let's do this, calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Kind of like you would do.
Yeah.
Calm, cool.
But they're not captain. I'm a captain.
I know. They're just Tripsy.
Yeah, that's right.
Or Turner is. Turner's trying to be Tripsy.
That's right. And the X is silent.
Yeah, the X is silent. Touche. So they show up at the hospital to come and get everybody.
Yeah.
And things aren't looking good. Like they're trying to hide, and the one real KKK looking member is just screw this. We're gonna break in.
Yeah, let me go punch a doctor.
And Turner's like, y'all need to calm down.
Yeah, well, because Turner's black, so he's like, bro, this ain't cool. I didn't mean to be part of the KKK.
Exactly. And we're going in there, and they're trying to hide Homie with the acid. And did we ever get his name or anything? Michael, was it? I think it was Michael.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Michael. And so things aren't going good. He's not breathing well. He's about to die. And Thunderbird's like, all right, I'm going out there. And for some reason, they're like, well, you can't because Turner thinks we're dead.
That's true.
And so he can't go out there, and it's getting dire. It's getting bad for Michael. And so we're wondering if he's going to make it. And Mom and Michael decide, no, let's just tell Turner. I mean, let's just tell Thunderbird that I'm good.
Yeah.
How Thunderbird doesn't, be like, no, he's not. I can tell that he's not doing good.
Yeah. I
would think Thunderbird's a little bit smarter than that.
But he's unhinged right now.
I guess so.
So it might be that he's just so like I don't know, just so caught up in everything that's what's going on around him that he just can't focus.
Okay, I can see that. That maybe that's the issue. I mean, he's got burns all over him from messing with acid.
I'm sorry if you have a burn, but you need to hear someone walking down the street. Pretty sure it's like I can't hear that. You don't even think about it because you're like my hand's burning.
Okay, true. So maybe I can let that go just a little bit, but still, I was kind of like, come on now. This seems a little much for him to overlook and not be able to know that things are bad.
Yeah.
Turns out, we don't make it.
Yeah.
Thunderbird's not happy. Cops are on the way, so Turner and the clan all leave.
Yeah.
But this is not a good situation here.
It's really not. But it's looking like it's going to lead up to a standoff between maybe the underground just stops focusing on the inner circle and they spend a little bit more time working against the purifiers. Or maybe the Morlocks get involved. But either way, I feel like the inner circle is going to not be investigated as closely enough to where they're going to be able to put their plans in motion. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, this other thing is just a distraction that they're going to have to like focus on because they're like, oh my god, they're persecuting and they're attacking other mutants. We have to go stop them, whatever. Yeah. So I think that's probably what's going to end up happening with that.
So meanwhile with the Morlocks, we're down below.
Yeah.
And Blinks, goes up to One Eye, the dude with the I love how she's like, so what's with the pirate patch?
She was like very outspoken in this episode.
Very.
Like, just gave zero.
Yep, no Fs.
Yeah, no Fs whatsoever. So it was pretty funny whenever it was like, well, what's going on with that? And it was just like, I lost it.
Yeah, and that was just good old-fashioned racism.
Yeah.
That was before mutant race. That was before everyone seemed to have united.
Yeah, just full-on racism.
And she's like, and he's like, okay, you got to come help me do something before I let all these people stay here. Turns out we're going to go steal some cornflakes.
Yes. I liked his monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever she's talking about, saving people, he's like, this is all foolhardy. The inner circle, they're crazy. The underground, like, y'all are insane. The Morlocks, all we care about
survival.
Are, basically, he says cornflakes, but survival.
Yeah.
Like, feeding all people, taking care of them, living in at least a harmonious society away from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense. So I really liked what he said, and it was very powerful.
It was. There was a lot of that too, because like while Blink's helping him, Orb Girl has a great moment there with Eclipse, talking about how she got caught up in there.
Right.
And it really was a sad moment, and it was a powerful moment, and I really liked how they did this scene.
I did too. Ultimately, though, like it kind of felt somewhat like maybe a new love interest, but I was like, that's not happening.
No, I think this was almost extra of the week.
Yeah, it was extra of the week that was going to give perspective to Eclipse. I think the one thing that bothered me though was at the end where it was like, all right, everybody takes the brand, they take the mark, the M on the cheek, right? And I'm thinking the entire time, I'm like, can I just like tattoo like an M on them somewhere? Like, no. No, we're just going to do straight up on the face? Okay. Seriously, you can't just, like, M on the hands. Like, that's, like, a little bit better. You can at least wear a glove. I don't know. Like, that's...
Well, because, I mean, you gotta be proud of it. Mutant proud. The Morlocks were started by Mystique.
Yeah,
it's an M.
I get it, but...
That's not true at all. Don't back that up.
No, don't. It's not. But still, it's like, really? On the face...
Unless you already look like a mutant.
Yeah, like that's such a kind of a lame like initiation. Like if you're really so into that whole like we have to wear the brand, like put it somewhere else. Like all right, I'm gonna put it on my shoulder. I
didn't mind the face.
I like it. Like especially with the way the homeboy is like carved up. Like it's weird. It's everybody like why do it?
I didn't mind it, but I did really enjoy Orb Girl. I loved her relationship with Eclipse in this, and I think it really did give Eclipse some perspective. Yeah. And it got to the point that he was like, he didn't even say my wife, he didn't say my girl, he's like, my daughter's mother.
Yeah, he did.
That's a big step.
Yeah, baby mama. Yeah.
Who, by the way, seems to be not too okay with Andy's girlfriend.
Look, she can't have love. Why can't Andy?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's that she might end up having second thoughts about this, or if it was kind of like a thing where, they came into this together, her and Andy, and they were partners in crime, but now Andy got a little boo, And, you know, he's going to forget about old Lorna
he's got the squeeze.
And Baby.
Yeah, he's got the main squeeze.
So.
Yeah, it's I'm curious to see where that goes, if they really play off of that, because I guess you kind of have to have having a dissenting opinion on that side, and that's probably going to cause more cracks to form in the inner circle, whether it is Andy leaving or just Polaris taking Dawn and just scooting out of there. Or Aurora, whatever their name is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a little odd, just because I feel like for her, she should understand where Rebecca's coming from.
Yeah.
But instead it was like, you know, she can't leave. She can't leave here. So it was a little weird.
Yeah, I thought it would. I thought it would too. I thought she was. I thought she was going to be a lot more. Yeah, go. You know, go do it. You're good. Yeah. And
especially be proud of him after it worked.
Exactly. Yeah. But then it was kind of like she was not okay with this, and we get that ending scene there where she is down there. She's really testing her powers, and she turns what looks to be a vault, maybe?
Yeah, it was a vault
out?
inside out. I thought it was... I swear to God, I thought someone was inside that vault.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like, the way that they, like, reversed it, and, like, they had that little scene on the inside, it looked like there was a head in there for a split moment, and I was like... Yeah. I swear to God, in my mind, I was like, is Reva in there? Is that why she wasn't in this episode? And she's, like, been waiting this entire time?
I'm trying to figure out what it is they're going to have her do.
Yeah. Well, look, they're clearly breaking in somewhere.
Yeah.
Because with the whole, having Andy weirdly unathletically go through every single wall, and then have her, like, have that reversal of a safe. Clearly, there's something in a vault somewhere that they're trying to get to.
It can't be money. I don't think they need it. No, I don't see them as bank robbers.
No, but I'm curious what it could be. If it's like maybe a safe room of some sort.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Cerebro. I don't know what it could be.
Cerebro. That'd be fun. That
would be, but there's no one except for like the Cuckoos. What are they gonna do? All three of them wear like a hat.
True.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I'm excited. Positives. What were some of your favorite things about this episode?
I liked Rebecca. I really did. I liked her, and I liked her power. I liked that Andy is getting somewhere with, getting a little bit more of a relationship with someone else at the inner circle. And I like that Andy won in this. Because Andy never wins.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the last two episodes, Andy has been winning, and I like that. What else did I like? I like Blink. I like what she was doing.
Before you stay on that same topic of your positive. I put Andy in my positive, and literally this is how I wrote this down. I wrote this down as I was watching. Andy and his girlfriend are cute. Oh shit, she's crazy.
She's not crazy. I mean, I guess if you call a teenage girl crazy, which all teenage girls are crazy, but like I think you're thinking of like, oh my God, she's screwed up for the rest of her life crazy. Like,
no, I think she's white girl cray cray.
I just think she's a teenage girl cray-cray.
Yeah, cray-cray.
It's very different.
No.
Because eventually you grow out of that.
I don't think she's growing out of it. I think... Oh, I'll get to that in predictions. Right. Okay, anyway, go on. Blink.
Yeah, I liked Blink. I liked her, and I liked the whole thing with the Morlocks and her really starting to join them. And I like what was happening at the hospital to a certain extent, and just more of the progression and the downward spiral that Thunderbird's going through.
Yeah.
But that was
again, I agree. I liked Andy and his little date. That was one of my positives. I thought this was a lot of fun. I have one. I'll get to that in negatives. And then I loved Marcos and Orb Girl.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
I thought that was a good dynamic, and it's a good way to really flesh out his character even more.
Yeah. And
you see him, you see different layers for him, which I think worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
So, negatives. What do you
got? Negatives. Despite the fact that I say that I should have seen it coming that the Purifiers were what Turner was going to join, I don't like how KKK-esque they were.
Yeah.
Like,
it's way too on the nose.
It's extremely. And I'm like, if you're gonna be this, like, faction of people who hate everyone, don't be redneck. Like, be something different.
Yeah.
Like, be your own thing. Like, I don't know, the KKK, it's like we know about them. We know how they act. Just be different. Don't be all like, what power? I guess mortal power. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but it's extremely frustrating that we had to kind of get right there and go a little stereotypical with that. The fact that Lauren and Dad didn't really have anything to do in this episode was a little
Definitely one of my negative. Lack of Lauren.
I know, it's always a lack.
That's always a negative. If anytime Lauren's not in the main focus, I'm like, I don't like this.
And then the weird character choice for Polaris was odd for me. Also, I know that this was introduced in the last episode. I'm just not a fan of the haircut. I'm really not.
Polaris' haircut?
Yeah.
Did she cut her hair?
You didn't notice that?
No. What's different about it?
Okay, in episode 1 and 2, or I guess 3 maybe, she had like the long hair down to here.
Really?
And now she's got the short hair that's got the bangs. And like, I don't care so much about the short hair, that's fine. I just don't like bangs. That's my biggest issue, is bangs.
Did not notice that. Not once did I pick up on
Really?
that. Yeah,
no.
no.
Dude, it's straight up there.
Well, you watched a couple episodes back to back, though.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that's how you see it. Me waiting a week, I just think, oh.
Yeah, well, you waited it's like, what, 2 weeks, really?
Oh, yeah. Because we didn't have anything on last week.
Yeah.
So, my negatives, okay, so when Rebecca first comes out, she got her little dress on.
Yeah.
She's all cute for the day. And, oh, you look good. She's like, oh, yeah, it feels kind of bougie.
That was, yeah.
How do you go from being in a mental hospital, not talking, to being like, yo, I feel bougie?
Like, why use that word? Of all words. That was, yeah, as soon as she said, I feel a little bougie, I'm like, what? How many words are in the English dictionary for you to say, I look weird? You know? I look off. I look strange. I look, what is it? Maybe overpriced. I don't know, like...
And I don't get, maybe she did just listen to Bad and Bougie by the Migos. Raindrop, drop top.
Oh my god. No. See, that's a negative. The fact
Rebecca ain't looking got.
The fact that they brought up that word so you could sing that damn song or reference it. Like, that's a negative.
Yeah, I literally, negative, bougie.
It was, yeah. Yeah, I swear to God, I wish she had come out and been like, yeah, that girl looks straight up ratchet. And I'd be like, come on!
Right? Another one of my negatives is, again, going back to Turner, them being like, we can't go out there because Turner thinks we're all dead. Turner has been exiled from all normal, believable central services, police, everything. He's completely exiled. The Purifiers are not a respected group. So if they come out and Turner sees them, he's like, they're alive, I saw them. Everyone's like, Turner, shut up, you're crazy, we're not a part of it, you know?
Yeah, but if you have a guy who literally knows everything about you and knows every one of your strengths and weaknesses and how you're all connected, then, yeah, why would you want them to know that you're alive?
But my problem is this dude's gonna die. He might have some more answers. Thunderbird can go out there and handle himself and save that doctor from getting his ass kicked.
That's fine.
And at the time, you don't know. He might end up. They could have killed him. We don't know.
He didn't have mutant powers, so it's fine.
And I'm just saying, homie looked like he was about to kill him. So I don't think it was really that big a deal if that plot point just didn't seem right to me. It didn't set right with me. That felt like a MacGuffin. Like we need a reason for this to happen.
It made sense to me why they were hiding, so it didn't really bother me.
Yeah, but once it's like life or death, I'm like, okay, this to me, this no longer makes sense because Turner is on the outs with everybody. Turner's by himself. Everyone's like, no, you're the obsessed crazy guy.
Yeah.
We're not going to believe a word you said. That's why he was kicked out of the thing of the police, everything.
Yeah.
So that was my issue with that. And then again, with I feel Thunderbird would have been a lot smarter than to know that they're playing him right now. That Mom and Michael were playing him.
I don't think that dude is all there right now to realize
that one I can overlook a little more than the Turner one. Because I'm like, okay, he's not completely thinking clearly because he's not doing well.
No, he's not.
So, but that and then obviously, like I said, lack of Lauren is a negative. All she did was sit on the couch. I'm like,
she's dealing with a mild concussion, bro.
Well,
she's in concussion protocol.
I'm just saying. All
right.
We could have had more conversations. She could have just talked a little more. We just could have.
No, when you have a concussion, you just need to rest.
Okay, fine. We could have just had a scene where we just have her sit there and she's just bored out of her mind. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm resting. Yeah.
Just wondering whether or not she's going to be able to play next week. I don't know.
Yeah, something. Anyway. Those are my negatives. Other than that, it was a very good episode. Not the best of the season, but it was a fun episode. I liked it. I
thought it was solid. I really did.
Predictions, Matt. Where are we going? What's going on?
I mean, I think I've said enough about, what I think this is going to happen. Yeah. Obviously, I think Blink is going to join the Morlocks. That's definitely where we're headed, especially in that last scene where Eclipse is looking over at, at Blink and is like, oh, wait, there's a connection there. I'm very fascinated about what's going to happen in the Inner Circle, and I think that's the part I'm most fascinated about, because there's so much that we don't quite know yet, and so many twists and turns that they could still make. We don't know what Reva's plan is ultimately, and I don't think we're going to know for quite a while. And I like that. I like that we're building to something like that. I think we're going to get more attacks from the Purifiers, just so that way you give them a reason to be feared and for the Underground to strike back.
Yeah.
As for the rest of the people, I obviously feel like Thunderbird's going to keep spiraling. We'll see where that goes. Yeah. I believe in this next episode, Eclipse is going to confront Blink, and then that's ultimately going to push Blink even further toward the Morlocks.
Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. My only main prediction is I believe that Rebecca is crazy.
She's not crazy.
And I think she's gonna be all in on all of this.
Yeah.
Whatever the plan is, she's all in, and she's going to explode.
She's going inside out. She can't explode.
But she's going she's just gonna go over the top. Let's hurt people. Let's do all these. And Andy's not gonna be completely on board with it, but he's gonna be, he's in puppy love, so he's gonna follow her like a little puppy. He's like, I'm with you. Go ahead, girl, do your thing. And it eventually will cause a rift, but right off the bat, it's going to show that she is not completely stable.
Look, I think that sounds like a great plot point. I'm not going to say it's not, or that's not plausible and it couldn't happen. Just feel like it's a little on the nose. I don't know. I think Rebecca and Andy are going to have their, budding relationship. And it's going to be more of okay, Rebecca's focusing on the task at hand and whatever they need them to do for her. I don't think it's more of we can't have them follow us, flip, and then suddenly a dude is turns inside out and you're like, oh my god! Or anything like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but she's going to be doing things this. You got to turn this thing inside out. She's going to turn this thing inside out. And then we're like, what did we only needed the one. She's like, nah, get it all.
The fact that it took her that long to flip over that frickin' vault, I think it takes her some time to get this.
Well, I think we'll get past that quickly. I think we'll get to the point that she's like ja.
Just like Blink is able to float.
I think it'll still take time to get to that. Yeah. So, but I think she'll learn quicker. I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
But anyway, that's just me. Matt, what's going on? What do you have? Put yourself over.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Move the Joystick or at Ryan Remington, whichever one you want. Both of them work very well. And also, you can check me out on Channel Control. Check me out on Cinelinx.com. Recently, I was doing streams especially last night, I was doing a stream for Fallout 76. Mm-hmm. And that game is a weird far cry from the previous Fallout games. So I'll have a full recap and write-up of my thoughts on it coming very soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Speaking of that, I'm going to have a review of WWE 2K19.
Yeah!
Yeah, 19 up very soon. I've just gotten through kind of playing it.
He's not used to writing game reviews. So.
I'm not. This is he's helping me a lot. So.
You're doing great.
But, so we're looking at Cinelinx for that. Don't forget, it is what it is every single Thursday. I know that there is a WWE pay-per-view this weekend. Crowd Jewel. I don't know if there's going to be a go-home. I don't care at all about the show.
Yeah, it's kind of a lame show.
I just don't.
I'm glad WWE, you're getting $42 million or something to be there. But you really can't, there's just no reason to be there.
And I just don't, I honestly don't care about DX and...
I don't either.
Instruction. I just don't.
Yeah, it's Geriatric X.
At the same time, I'm loving seeing Trish and Lita.
Yeah, but they can't be in Saudi Arabia.
Let me say that correctly. I'm loving seeing Trish.
Yeah.
Actually, did you hear Renee Young's going to be on the announcing? That's a big deal. That's interesting.
Yes, but it's like you can speak, but you can't perform. You know, you can't be out there, and you can't, like,
announcers
fight.
Are just as much as performers as they are.
Yeah, but nobody sees them.
It cuts back.
The crowd does not see them. That's the problem I have with it.
I still think that's a pretty big
deal.
The
fact that last time they were in Saudi Arabia, and they saw, like, on the Jumbotron, like Sasha Banks and Bailey and all of them on the Jumbotron, and then they had to initiate an apology to Saudi Arabia is not progress.
Yeah, but the fact that now Renee Young is going to be on the broadcast, that's big.
That is the baby step of all baby steps.
I think it's a pretty big deal, but also, like I said, it is what it is every single Thursday. Don't forget to check that out this week. I know Halloween is technically over, but since we're coming out a day after Halloween, I'm breaking down my top 10 Halloween movies.
Cool.
So, and there's a pretty cool article of horror movies not to watch or alone up on Cinelinx.
Don't watch any horror movies. I hate horror movies.
I love horror movies.
I hate them.
So, and of course, brand new Gifted Talkers t-shirt, which you can get on tpublic.com/user/realjackassbc. I really wish that was just /realjackassbc. I don't know why they have to put the user in there.
Because you're a user.
I guess so. So go check it out. Get your Gifted Talkers t-shirts. All different kind of merchandise. You can even get mugs. See, I got the Jackass Nation mug up on there. So go check it out. We'll be back next week with another brand new episode of The Gifted. Hopefully a lot more Lauren.
We'll probably have it up sooner too.
Yeah, because we're gonna change up our schedule a little bit next week. So hopefully we'll see how that goes. Guys, you can follow me at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC. You can follow him at Move the Joystick, MoveTheJoystick.
You did it right. That was good.
Man, that was I was thinking about that. I don't normally think that quick.
He doesn't. That was actually really good.
All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see you then.